What's up, motherfoxers? Let's do something fun, shall we? Alright, so you remember me saying how I just wanted to just put a bass cannon in the trunk, all in one, just all one and same thing, just for the nostalgia of having a bass cannon. Yeah, well, we're kind of gonna do that, but once I started looking into bass cannons, my mind just kind of just has different ideas. It's like, how can we improve on this concept? And then I start looking into, big name brand things. And then I said, wait a minute, how about we think of a different way to do this and do it cheaper? So we are going to have a bass cannon thing. How about it? Let me just show you. Okay, see, it's tubular. It's got a speaker on one end. Yeah. Yes, that says Rockville. I started looking up JBLs. I was looking for bass cannons, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, yeah, but what if I do, like, if it's going to be an 8-inch, what about an 8-inch subwoofer in a tube enclosure? That's ported, obviously. I like ported enclosures because I like it to when they're ported, they go boom. When they're not, they go smack. I like the boom. So what if I buy a good speaker and put in a cylindrical box, like a bass cannon, and then buy an amp. As you can, I'm sure you've seen it already. You notice the name. Here we go with the cheapness of it all, but this is like a popular cheap brand. Okay, let's leave it at that. That's what it is. I think probably if you would ask me, better than like a Boss, you know what I mean, that cheap stuff. When I started to think about this idea, and I just didn't want to go big, let's 8-inch. That is a Rockville 8-inch sub, dual coil. Okay, dual coil. It's 350 watt RMS, obviously 700, max, and there's another wattage that's even higher on this thing. Anyway, it's dual coil, so you could make this, you could wire it as 2 ohm, and I think I'm just going to do a 4 on it. That's $60. This thing was $60, a dual coil. A JBL equivalent, guys, is like $250. Okay, I mean, this enclosure was like $60. $120 there. And then let's move over to this. Okay, this is that a Phenom, or is it Phenom? Phenom sounds more sinister. Of course, it's not Venom, it's just Phenom. I'm sure it's Phenom though, whatever. 800 watt, 32 peak power, depending on how you probably wire it. And the most important thing is what's down here. 5-channel hybrid class D AB power amplifier. I know what this means, but this, I have no idea. I'm not going to pretend I do. So there you have it. Why 5-channel? Because I need to power the speakers, because the cheap radio that I have in there, the touchscreen that I bought off Amazon, great radio, works really good. It's just, it doesn't give the speakers enough power. You know what I mean? So this is a little 5-channel. This is This is $175. The equivalent to this of like a Punch or something is probably like $500. It's pretty cool, man. I can't wait to get it hooked up. So what this is It's a 50 by 4, which is perfect for those, because usually a Kenwood or something will be 50 by 4. That says it's like 45, but I'm sure it's more like 25 because it doesn't amplify the speakers very well. This will. So it should. It's an experiment, I might as well say, because I've never tried Rockville ever. I see it a lot. It's popular and it's cheap. 50 by 4 is good, and then it's one channel was what did it say was at 350 watts. So that's perfect for this. Okay, so 350 watt RMS on the bass channel, and the other 4 will hook in to the speakers. Now this is the bait. It's a six speaker system. I don't really have the speakers for the back up there in the tray back there. I'll get those at some other point, but I watched this channel called 5 Star Car Audio. So Dean and Fernando, the guy is super knowledgeable, man. Years ago he was having a live stream, and I was sitting there watching it, and I came up with a question because he was answering questions, and mine was, hey, I have a Fox Body Mustang 6-channel speaker. Out of those 6 channels, dash, door, and rears, which one should I hook up to the amp? And this is what he said. And I had already hooked it up in my other car. And he goes, well, hook up your dash speakers and your door speakers to the amp and let the rear ones ride on the radio. And I said, damn. I hooked up the rear ones and the doors and let the front dash speakers ride on the radio. So, and I think that's what's currently going on in there. And I need to switch that up on that car. But in this one, I'm going to do exactly what he suggested to do. I'm going to put the door and the dash on it. Now, the drawback with powered speakers is you have to hook up RCAs for each channel. So it's 4. It's 2 cords. And the cord for your sub. I don't have the RCAs. I ordered them this morning. They said they'd be here today. I was like, okay. I got 2 10-footers because I got all these RCA cords from the past of video games and VCRs and stuff. Every single one's like 6 foot or 3 foot. I need like 10 feet, so I ordered 2 more. I already got one in there. But yeah, you got to hook those up. Okay. Then you got to hook the speakers up to the amp. So you're going to run all the, that's how you hook up speakers to an amp. So I'm not going to hook, I found some wiring downstairs, plenty big enough. It's fine. It's not like it's super, big wattage or anything. So I don't know if this is going to be enough, hopefully, because I got to do 4 speakers. And I'm not going to run these from the speakers all the way back. I'm just going to tap into the plug that I got down there, just hook them up that way, and then run the speakers from there to the back, because I'm not going to hook them directly up to the door. I'd have to run them through. No way. You just hook them up to the wires in the dash, and then we'll run everything back there. So yeah, that's what I got to do. But before I do that, let's take a look at this sucker, man. I'm telling you, this thing is probably 10 pounds. All right, check this out. I mean, this is not light. Look at this thing. Look at how it just pushed out of that box. But that's what I'm saying. There you go, dual coil. And I think 2 ohm will give you a bigger, deeper sound, but I want to hook it up 4 and see what it sounds like. If I could hook it up, let's just see which way works better. I know in my car, I say my car, I know in Black Sunshine, I have it hooked up as a 2 ohm. I got a dual coil 12-inch punch in Rockford Fosgate punch, and I got it hooked up as 2 ohm, and the thing just boom. I think it's deeper when it's at 2 ohm. I could be wrong. I don't know, but look at this thing, dude. $60? I mean, come on. Look at the magnet. This thing has got to be freaking killer. I mean, I'm telling you, this don't feel like completely chintzy. I don't know, man. I think that's a good deal. We'll see. I could be totally bad. You never know. So let me go ahead and get a light back there, kind of set this up, seeing where I want things set so I know where to run the wires. I think I got a good idea of it, but let's go check. You're setting out on this adventure and you're like, yeah, but what if we do this way? And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna make a concerted effort to get the interior done, I gotta get wire ran. Let me get this taken care of, so then I can just cover it up and not worry about it. And so that's why I'm doing this. Look at that, it matches this. So we ran into a problem. Did you see it? Yeah, the port is yeah, it's causing from getting in there. I mean, we don't have to have it like that. We could lay it on its side, you know, like this. Well, now that just looks like a dead animal. I mean, yeah, you can't even get it past these little things here. Is that like important or something? I don't know. Does it have to do with this thing going up and down? Oh yeah, that's non-negotiable there. You know, it don't look that bad sitting like that, does it? It's kind of neat that it's kind of off center. But yeah, the whole side, like I said, looks like a dead cat sitting like that. And I could put it like that and put straps on it. It does look stupid though. We could put the dead cat so we can't see. You know what? That don't look too bad like that, I guess, maybe. I'd still have to strap her down. Little think session. I'll be back with the amp. Well, there you go. You see the amp? Do you see it? There she is. Hang on a second. There she is. That'd be a great spot for it back there. I don't know, man. I just, it's sitting on its side here. That ain't too bad when it's faced away from you. You don't see such the, you know, the dead animalness of it. I don't know. I think I might dig that because this just looks too kind of dumb, you know? This looks like he didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? This actually, this whole thing like right here kind of looks pretty neat, kind of sitting crooked like that. This right here kind of, it's just minimal and simple and straight. Isn't that stupid how the other way looks dumb but that way doesn't look too bad? I guess maybe because you're not like seeing the, you know, the protrusion of that right away. I think we might do it like that. What do you guys think? Pure genius, I'm telling you. Just tune into the Funky Stangs channel to see the complete and utter genius of stupidity. Stupid genius. Anyway, it's a Phenom. I think I'll use a southern accent and call it a Phenom. Oh, Rockville Phenom. Oh, and it comes with a bass knob too. I've never had one. Got a little bass knob I get to ugly up my dash with somewhere with. I think I should just get a pedestal and mount it right here and just add my bass knob. Yeah, there's that little radio. Well, the great thing about this thing, guys, it's mechless. So it's probably, what, 2.5 inches thick. It's not very big. But there's a lot of RCAs on the back of it. And you see that it's quality because it's certificated. And here's the bass knob. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm so excited. I really am about that. I never got to play with just a bass knob. You always got to go into the thing and do it, you know. And then this is if you're going to hook it up like, you know, without RCAs, but you know what I think about this? There's the washers and the screws to bolt the thing down. So that's what's in the box, man. There's your unboxing of the Rockville Phenom series 800, whatever the number is for RXH-5F. There you go. And there's what it was packaged in. I know people are They want to make sure it's packaged right. So, and here is the manual. Probably won't be looking at that. Pretty much know how this goes together, but I may walk in there because a lot of the stuff on the side I don't really know what it means. I'll be honest with you. You can mess with the knobs, but where's the right spot for them? I have no idea. I know some of them are like EQs, but then high pass, input level, crossover. I'll be honest with you. I hear people say crossover and all that kind of stuff. You want to know something funny? Kind of don't know what that means. We're honest here on the Mustang, or the old freaking Funky Stangs channel, so let's start running some wire. How clean is that, huh? I mean, look at that. Pretty good wiring job there, huh, guys? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? About to get a little bit messier, because you can put 2 subwoofers on this thing. See this? I'm gonna have to. I just realized it. I didn't think about it. I got a left and a right mono on that amp, and this has a subwoofer 1, subwoofer 2. So I'm gonna have to get a Y patch. Here, that speaker wire that I had. Good and bad. The good is I got 3 long enough links to run all the way in the back. I need 4. That's the bad. So these are all the same length that I'll be able to run back here, but I can't put them in until I do the 4th one because I want to put them all together, and I will mark them individually with tape on each end saying right front, left front, right front door, left front door, you know. That way I can hook them up there, and then when I get back here, it'll be tape on both ends of them, obviously. When I get back here to hook them up to the amp, I can do that. So I'm gonna go try to dig up some wire, order a couple of things, you know. Okay, we're a week later here. Things happen. We got some goodies. As you can see, we got the RCA. This one, after doing a little bit more of research, I found a rather unique cord. And then, of course, my journey to find another length of speaker wire was fraught with disappointment. So I had to buy some more. This is more than I need, but it's the same color, you know. So all these speaker wires are going to come out of the loom, and to have something a different color would have annoyed me, even though nobody would have saw it. It wouldn't have mattered much. But anyway, these are my straps to hold the sub tube down. Got little hooks right there. I don't know if you call them hooks, little mount things for the straps to go around. Let me open this to show you what I got. Check that out, man. So you need a Y patch with this radio for the sub, right? So you got your 2 that go into the amp, and then the 1 that goes into the radio. As I was looking for, you know, RCA and a Y patch, I noticed this wire where it has its own Y patch built right into it. So I was like, that's freaking cool. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me get this cut and all those wires loomed up and ran, and then get these ran maybe in a separate loom with all the RCAs, except for the one, because that one runs under the seat that's already in there. All right, look what I got going on here, folks. Shrink wrap, you betcha. Holds those nice and tight in there. Now, I just had a whole bunch of these, like 3 pieces of this stuff, so decided to use it up and then put shrink wrap on it to butt them together. And then there is another spot right there. And then coming around, this is the first one I did. Got a little well done, I'd say. So I'm going to put another piece on there and cover that up. I kind of was concentrating the heat down in that spot, but I probably shouldn't have. It's hard as a rock right there, though. So I decided to pull the RCA that I had ran in there already out so I could run it with the other two. And when I went to pull on it, didn't want to move. Now I ran this down the middle of the seat, and when I put the carpeting in there, I made sure it was in the middle. But somehow, some way, when I was putting the seat mounts in, I think it worked its way up under the seat mount, and it got squashed. So when I went to pull it out, I was like, why isn't this moving? Followed it up underneath the carpet and went, oh crap, it's underneath the mount. So that's done. So I went to Best Buy. Got another one. So we'll get these ran. This is why I liked, remember Radio Shack? That's why I loved Radio Shack. They're up the road. You can just go do, I mean, this wasn't too bad. They're like 4 miles away or whatever, but that's a traditional cord too that they used to look like, not these fancy looking things that they got now. But anyway, I'll get these ran through some loom here. And there is the RCA harness. Boom! All right, 12 feet. I would say that probably turned out to be the right number that I needed for the other 2 cables. So let me show you the situation. That tells you all you need to know, right? In case you're wondering, I'll go through it with you. Help everybody understand. So if you take this wire and go like this, all right, that takes length. And 12 would probably have been great, but I had to run it. The wire's right up in here, guys. It's right up in there. There it goes. Everything's plugged in back there. So let me show you here. Everything's plugged in. Sub, left and right channels, or front and back, or however you want to do it. They're just named number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. The power wire from the battery, plenty length because it gets plugged in over here. Right over here, and then the middle one, can't quite see it, little teeny tiny one, that's for the trigger. And then the negative, I think what I'll do is I got some 8-gauge wire. I'll take and run it right to the frame or something, you know. That's fine. I'll just take some paint off there. That'll be a perfect ground. I mean, not a big deal. I think I'm gonna end this video here, guys. I think it's run out a little bit long here, but I think I got everything ran that I need ran. I know everybody wants to see this thing, hear it running or hear it booming or whatnot, but yeah, this video is kind of long. So thanks for watching Chinese Funky. We'll see how this stuff goes. I'm gonna look up how I want to wire this up, if I just want to use just one voice coil or whatever, you know. So anyway, there we go. We got everything ran, and those wires, everything is right there. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. Later.